Good morning, it is day 11. Yesterday I really enjoyed the first section to the first hut. It was single track pretty much all the way. Was a little bit of a green tunnel, but it was still nice. I enjoyed it. One big hill, and then the rest of the hills were small ups and downs, and then one really gentle hill. The second section, not so much. It was roads and roads and roads. And got to change sides. Lots of roads. It's getting a bit tedious after a while. And unlike a lot of the roads where you can still look out, it was a green tunnel of roads, really thick vegetation either side. But then right near the end got onto single track and up and down a few hills, and that was lovely. Lots of little skinks scurrying about. Saw 2 wallabies after having seen nothing all day. So yeah, enjoyed the last part. Came into the hut, there's one lady there, and we had a good conversation during the night. And today, it's a shorter day, 33 kilometres. I'm away same time in the morning, 6:40 on the dot, same as yesterday. Misty morning, it's beautiful mist, but I think it's going to burn off quicker today. I can see the sun. It's a bit bright out that side. So yeah, shorter day, flatter day. So another good day. Last night it got really cold at about 2 o'clock in the morning. The temperature just plummeted. I'm not sure if that's when the mist came in. This morning I set up my thermometer while I was having breakfast, and it was a whole 6 degrees. Ooh. And also I got woken up this morning by this bird that sounded like an alarm clock. It really was. It's just this repetitive high-pitched beep over and over and over. Thankfully it was just before I was going to get up anyway, so it didn't really matter. Spiderweb in the morning. I'm clearing a lot of spider webs. There's a comment in the hut book about following the yellow road. I see what they mean now. Trees on either side. There's 15 minutes on the tracks, and now off onto single track. Oh, that's much better. Nice. There's a good hill to warm me up. Managed to do it without stopping this time. Much more open up here. This is good. The sun's trying to break through the mist. There it is. Through I've come. Starting to see these appear again. Not a lot of wildflowers. You got the yellow ones, but not many others. Nowhere near as much as it was further north. This is the only other one I'm seeing occasionally. This looks like a modern art sculpture. It's like I'm going in a little tunnel. Oh, on the road again. That was a beautiful single track. I was loving that. Oh. Not a lot of view to each side. And off the road. See the shadow? Hello. And on to single track. This is new. Pink pom-poms. Back in among the grass trees again. Cool. This morning's been great. Such a wide range of terrain and vegetation. But I haven't even been going an hour and a half, and it's already This looks like swamp. No, it's dried up. It's good. Bet you this is swampy in winter though. Yeah, lots of variety. Makes it really interesting. Just hanging over the path. Hope it's not like mistletoe. Oh, that section of single track, such variety, it's beautiful. But back on the road again. I'm going through a swampy area, tiptoeing, trying to keep my feet dry. That was a bit more of a challenge, but managed to do it. Feet dry. There's tadpoles in there. Okay. This is the wetland vegetation in the swampy area. Beautiful yellow. It stretches all the way, miles in there as well. Just come up a hill, so I'm puffing. Hey, gorgeous. Walking along and there's these little cobwebs on the ground and they're catching the sun and it looks like it's glass, but it's actually these cobwebs. I'm not sure if the camera's going to show it or not, but yeah, pretty cool. This area of the forest, as well as these little yellow round ones, there's also these, and these seem to be the dominant one here. Just as far as you can see. Gorgeous. Right. I've been going up and down hills on this road, nothing too steep. That was a volunteer. These are called wattle, and the round pom-pom ones are also called wattle. Different types of wattle. So he is a volunteer with the Bibbulmun Foundation and he is taking photographs of the track for trail maintenance. He said that long-term plan is to try and route the track off some of these roads around here, which would be nice. These nuts falling from the tree, that's what they look like inside. That's another wallaby. They just take off too quick for me to be able to get my camera out in time. That was a good sighting. There's been a lot of these today. Oh, is there an ant in it? Haven't seen many of these. So, I've come down out of the forest, we're back into another wetland, so a bit more open now. Beautiful. The size of that. I like this tree. This tree. Can't tell. I wonder if these are wallaby prints. Bouncing off. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Definitely not your average footprint. Here's something new. All the wetlands out there. Onto single track. Yay. It's been a while since I've seen these. Quite neat, glistening in the sun. Well, it's 10 o'clock and I've already had to refill my 2 front water bottles. It is definitely a very warm day. About 3k from the shelter. So that water is enough to get me through. I'm making the most of the fine day because tomorrow I think it's 15 to 20 mil of rain. Raining all day, same with Tuesday. So by the last forecast I had, which is a bit out of date now, the last fine day. Bridge ahead. Not quite sure why we needed that warning. Oh, these pink flowers. more of them. And this is a new one. Look at that. Hey, new orange ones. If this is the bridge they're warning us about, that's pretty funny. I'm assuming there's another bridge ahead. And another one. Here's more of these orange ones. I see the sign here, so I'm guessing those two bridges are the bridges that the sign warns about. Just showing you these, but they are pretty. Had the camera out anyway. Yeah, so yep, warning about the bridges. So that was those two bridges. But here's a panorama anyway. Wide, flat wetlands surrounded by trees, and I am pretty happy to be getting back into the shade of the trees. Oh, what are these? Oh, these look like a baby version of what we're seeing. The bark on this tree, all the many layers through it. It's a rabbit. Run, rabbit. 300 kilometers. Woohoo! Woohoo! 300. Yeah. Heaps of these ones now. They're pretty cool. A lot more diversity of flowers in this section. Lots of different ones. It's nice. Back out into an open area. Not that those trees are actually giving much shade. That's where I've come from. Couldn't resist. Such a big cluster, all of the flowers out. Let's do a panorama showing all of the pretty pink flowers. Look at them. Just everywhere. Pink, 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 pink. Oh, this is gorgeous. I'm used to seeing the fields of yellow, but now we get fields of pink. As you can see. I think they're getting thicker. The concentration on each bush. They must really like this area. So cool. Alright, that's a shelter turn off. 4.5 hours. So this is the shelter, Bibbulmun, I think it's called. Normal setup. Looks a bit newer than the others. There was a long lunch break. There's a couple there. I can't remember their names, but I'll get them tonight. Really entertaining to talk to, and a lot of questions about my gear. So I think I'm doing a show and tell tonight. Yeah, had something nice to eat, and then another lady arrived, and just as I was about to leave, and she started asking questions. But she is section hiking, and this is her second to last section, and she's done the whole thing, which is a pretty impressive achievement. That shelter, 300 metres off the main trail, seemed to go on and on before I finally saw the shelter. But it was good to fill up with some water, and I only have 13 and a bit kilometres, so a nice short afternoon to get to the next shelter. Right, I am back on the main trail. So 13 kilometres, that'll take around 3 hours, maybe 3.5, maybe less. Depends how often I stop, how many good things there is to take video of. Trees come down. It's neat. Fungi of some description. Still alive, but I'm not sure if it's going to stay alive for much longer. Oh, it's a beautiful track. Hot. There's not many areas of shade, but it's beautiful. You can see quite far, so I'm keeping my eyes peeled. Still want to see some emu, and still want to take a picture of a wallaby. These are cute. They're like little miniatures. Grass tree is decorated. I'm glad we're not on the road today. The girl that I met at the shelter said most of the way is single track, which will be lovely. Gone from the pinks back to the yellows. I've seen a lot of these singly, but it's the first time I've seen a big group of them together. They're scattered here and there along the trail, becoming a bit more common sort of right before the hut shelter. These are like the purple ones, but in pink. This is another massive tree, which I thought was dead, but it's actually got things growing off it. It's got something growing up out of it. I wonder if that flowers. Here's another one. This one's gone brown. Guessing that sign got burnt a bit. Got a little bridge over the creek. We're on a road now, but it was pretty good. It was 2 hours of lovely single track. So I don't mind doing a little road penance when you have that lovely single track. It wasn't long, it's only about 500 metres. And back onto single track. It always amazes how black all the trunks are. All the fires that come through. Hey, cool little stepping stones. These are noisy. They're not cockatoo. They're very noisy. I think those are kookaburra. No wonder they're so noisy. Cool. That's a nice solid bridge. Starting to feel a little tired. I think the heat is sapping my energy. Probably only got about 3k to go. Also the fact that I did a really long day yesterday. This afternoon I've just been taking it easy. I haven't been pushing the pace at all. Looks like a skink with no legs. I just thought I should get a size comparison. It's not very big. It's probably about 15 centimetres. I put a stick in front of it so people won't stand on it. I've been gradually climbing this hill, very gentle gradient. Hey, nice little bridge. This one's quite a new one. And less than a kilometre to go now. And this is Harris Dam Shelter. There are a lot of mosquitoes flying around. Toilets, long way that way.